And we're live. What up,
man? Oh man, just got off of work. Haven't showered yet because I was excited about getting home and knocking down a couple steaks. Still got
Is that
a
what
little
you
bit
ate,
of dust
steak?
on.
You
Dude,
ate
that's
steak?
all I eat, dude. I'm gonna try that keto shit again. Just eating steak and eggs all the time.
Gotcha. And just
But
cutting out all the extra bullshit.
real quick, dude, I wanted to give a shout out to my cousin, my second cousin actually, but still my motherfucking cousin, Zach Sinclair, dude. Big fan of the podcast.
Oh yeah.
He always sends me some messages about us bringing the heat, and yeah, he's doing big things down there. Bobby Moe, Robert Morris, so he's been down Moon Township, spreading the heat to the street. So I wanted to give him a shout out real quick, dude. So
Yeah, we gotta get some stickers made and pass
we
some
gotta
off
start,
down
yeah.
there and just have them start slapping them everywhere.
Yeah, maybe we gotta get a hashtag rolling or something.
Get everybody on a train.
We gotta start marketing ourselves. I should have made them shirts with my busted face on it.
We still got time, Al. We still got time.
Yeah, that picture ain't gonna disappear.
Nah, that'll be here forever.
Man,
how's life been, sir?
Dude, the weather is nice. The flooding down here is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you told me it's getting wild.
Yeah, I didn't share the video, but it's got all kinds of hundreds of thousands of views from Davenport, which is about 20 minutes north of here. The levee broke there, and they had a surveillance camera. I'll share it on Facebook, but the levee broke, and you can see the surveillance from this restaurant, dude. And you just see people taking off out of this restaurant, and that water is coming, dude.
Wow.
And I don't know if it's going to bust down here. I've seen so many conflicting reports, but I live halfway up a hill, so I don't give a fuck. But
hopefully, yeah, just won't make it to me then, you know.
Yeah, I mean, flooding sucks. I wouldn't wish that shit on anybody, but it's not like I'm sitting here sleeping with one eye open. Like, you know, when you're hearing
like other motherfuckers
outside.
will be washed down the river before I got to get up. I'll be okay.
That's like, dude, remember, it's on 286 there. That guy that lives
little
in that trailer.
Oh, that motherfucker,
God,
I don't know how he's still there.
I want to talk to we got to get that guy on the podcast, dude. I bet that guy hates the month of April. I bet he loses his mind.
I guarantee that thing's probably been shifted down creek like 100 feet from where he started.
Dude, wake up and don't know where he's at.
Like, yeah, can't go to work today. I didn't bring the canoe to the fucking trailer. Can't get out.
Oh, man, yeah, that guy definitely sleeps with one eye open.
He probably loves it, though. I mean, as long as the fucking trailer's been there, he's got to love it. I mean, he's got to feed into it.
Dude, I remember when Black Lakes Creek would get the hoy up to the road.
Yep.
Like, I ain't doing shit today. I can't even get off the porch. Like, they don't got the waders. They're still wet from yesterday.
Yeah, dude, that guy, I don't know how that trailer's still there. I don't.
Gonna ask
it's the same one, I think, as far as I know. I don't know that I've ever seen him fucking change it out.
Fuck, dude. I mean, if I ever live in a mobile home, I'm asking that guy where he got his from, because that thing is bad. But I'm going to have to ask my mom, because, like, the advantages of having parents that work for the post office, they can do. I'd be like, who lives here? And they'd be like, you know.
Yeah, they know all the names.
Oh, dude, when I delivered pizzas, I didn't even need a GPS. I'd be like, Mom, how the hell do I get to 609 Leroy Street? And she'd be like, down there, you'll see it. Like,
oh, the Wilsons. Okay, yeah, they're down there on the left, red brick house. Can't miss it.
Oh, dude, I used to be panicking. I remember in Moline a couple times. I couldn't find some houses. I'd have to ring up Colleen, dude. She'd take me right to the front door, man.
Yeah, I definitely did that when I was delivering pizza too. More in the Avonmore, like back road area back there.
Oh yeah,
like between Avonmore and Apollo.
Tough. Yeah,
dude, I called the parents a lot of times.
Dude,
only when I was in high school, because I didn't have the fucking smartphone. Now you got a smartphone, you can go wherever you want.
Right.
But no, back then it was like hitting them up. Like, you're halfway there, you're like, where the fuck am I going? And they're like, oh, you want to keep going on this road, then you bear right. And I'm like, shit, dude.
I guess, dude, would you rather deliver pizzas like in Lawrenceville, Pittsburgh, or where we delivered pizzas at? Because it's tough.
It's not fun, especially terrible weather situations. I mean, a lot of the roads I took didn't get plowed, and they're just lucky I knew what the fuck I was doing. Like, I'm a top-notch snow driver, and I will
You say that, dude, but I don't know if I've ever rode in a car with you in the snow before. I just remember you always
You're nuts
telling
then,
me,
dude. I drive all over the place in the snow. I always used to. always been a big fan of like the smaller cars, to be honest. Just a small front wheel drive car is all you need.
My dad's PT Cruiser was a motherfucking monster in the snow.
You just got to know how to drive it, and that's it.
Well, I mean, my first day on the work delivering pizza, I put my car in a hell of a ditch, dude. So I was off to the wrong foot on my my career as a pizza driver. So I was like always sketched out about wrecking and shit. Like, oh my God.
I remember it, and I did it twice because I delivered pizza 2 times. But that first delivery is always so fucking nerve-wracking.
Yeah, you got to pop the cherry.
Dude, walking up to somebody's door with food in your hand, being like, "Oh shit, is this the right fucking plate?" Like, yep. You know, I wish maybe I watched too many internet videos, but I was always disappointed I never got like the girl who came and just flashed me titties or something like.
Oh man.
Yeah, give me those titty tips. Like, I fuck the dollars. Like,
no, dude, I was going to the welfare fucking apartments and getting stiffed on tips all night.
Like, but, dude, flash me a little bush or something. Come on.
Earnest shit. That's worth $2 for Christ's sake.
Don't give me the fucking. If you're not gonna give me a tip, fucking show me something. Come on.
Dude, I got to the point, I'd be in Avamore delivering pizzas, and it would say, please use back door, and I just pound on the fucking front one, dude.
Fuck it, you're coming.
I'm busy, man. I'm not walking around back. There's dog shit in the yard.
Yeah, exactly. And I ain't walking through your junkyard that you got in the back. Like, you don't clean your shit up. I ain't stepping on no rusty nail back there. They don't pay for my tetanus shots down here.
Yeah, I got a hell of insurance benefits at the pizza shop. But, dude, episode 16, brother.
Is that today?
Yeah, dude, you put them on the titles, you should know what it is.
Al, that has become, that part of my day has become like a job now. It's fun, but like it's work, and I sit down, and for the, hour I put into it, it just kind of, as soon as I'm done, it all disappears from the head. Like,
right.
gone.
No, I know. And, you do a good job at it. I'm very proud of you. But I was thinking of the number 16 today because I have a story about the number 16. When I think of I was thinking of the number 16 the other day at work. I was like, man, episode 16. And so I was like, man, all right, Tick, please get this right. Who was the greatest Steeler to wear number 16? Don't fuck this up.
Oh, Al, you're putting me on the spot here,
dude.
Number 16.
Started with the Detroit Lions, played sparingly, but the Pittsburgh legend, Still Valley. I think he went to Eastern Illinois or Eastern Michigan. Quarterback.
Charlie Batch.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Oh, dude, I wanted to say it, but if you would have
fucked it up, I'd have verbally assaulted
I'd have never heard the end of it because that's on tape, and I can't undo that.
Right? Yeah, you could try to edit that shit, but
that's why I said it real low, just so I could like put something over the back. But anyway, Charlie Batch. Okay.
Yes. So every time I think of Charlie Batch, I think of Brett Kiesel, and I think of this song, a certain song. So. Here's the backstory on this. We're up at Slippery Rock, dude, and I could do a whole episode on Slippery Rock stories. Dude, the times we roll up there with the Saltsburg Cats, we were out of control, bad. But anyhow,
yeah, I've heard some of those, and they're out there. We'll get to that.
You're gonna have to put the age verification thing up, like that makes people log in before, because I guarantee it, dude, they're gonna flag it. But so it's Sunday afternoon. I want to say it's 2010, 2011. It's day 3 of a 3-day rager up there.
Okay.
And this is when I believe Roethlisberger was suspended for the sex shit.
Bitches.
So, yeah.
Shots, bitches.
Down there in Georgia, whatever he did, I don't know. He's still my motherfucker.
Slipping fingers up the panties in the bathroom. No worries.
Whatever, dude.
I'm an NFL quarterback. I do what I want.
Exactly. And that's probably what he probably still walks around like that. But anyhow, so Batch's got to start the first 4 games.
All right.
And so we're up at Slippery Rock, dude. Like I said, end of the 3-day bender. Everybody's hungover. And you know me, dude. If I'm conscious on Sunday morning, I'm up at 8, 9 o'clock, dude. I'm getting everybody up. I'm getting excited.
Ready to go.
Yeah. And so, man, I'm getting there. I was like, let's go. So, you know what you need on a Sunday morning? You need them Twisted Teas.
Twisted Teas, baby.
So we got the Twisted Teas rolling. I went to the liquor store, and I shit you not, Tick, I don't know if it was because it was homecoming up there, because it was like week 2 in the season, week 2 or 3, because batch is still starting, and they had 40 or 50 piece nuggets at Mickey D's for, dude, it was less than $10.
I remember those. Yeah.
They do it
did
every
those
now
big
and then,
boxes.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it had a handle on the top.
Yep.
And so I remember going to get Twisted Teas, whiskey, and I'm telling you, 300 to 400 chicken nuggets. Everybody pitched up. So
how long did it take for McDonald's to pump those out?
I don't know, dude, but I'm telling you, they gave us 2 of like the little bags with all the sauces. Every sauce I've ever, dude, like
wow.
I'm just a sweet and sour or a barbecue guy. Man, we had, dude, the buffalo, buttermilk ranch, even a couple honey in there. It had all the background sauces.
And they didn't charge you no extra for those sauces either.
I don't know, dude. I think it was like a population control. They're just pushing out all these messed up nuggets, and just, I was going to eat at least 80 of them. So, they're playing the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay, and we are kicking their ass. Dude, up and down the field, we're all going nuts, and there was a lot of big plays in that game. And every time the Steelers would do something crazy, score, or just something, someone would put a heater on just to get everybody going. Like, I remember a long touchdown pass, and someone played Jump Around by House of Pain.
Yeah.
And then, I think there might have been a little Gary Glitter action going. So, like, someone would take...
always be some Gary Glitter action.
No doubt, dude. No doubt. So everybody's, taking their turns on the aux cord when, a big player touchdown. So it's like midway through the fourth quarter, dude. It's out of hand. We're up 4 or 5 scores, I think, at this point. And old big play Willie Gay, a.k.a. Billy Fag, came off the edge and hit Josh Freeman, Tampa Bay's quarterback, when he was passing it up in the air. Brett Kiesel catches it at like the 50, dude. And he's got no one in front of him. And we're going nuts, dude. He's rumbling, stumbling to 35 to 30, and he's taking it all the way. And I'm looking for the iPod, and I look, and guess who's got it? Fucking Leach.
God damn it.
Oh, no.
Here comes some Slayer.
Yeah, dude, Slayer or Pantera or something. And so we're all jumping around, hugging, and I just hear, get, and I was getting some head. Remember that song, dude? Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. And so that song's just banging, and I look over at Leach, and he has that huge fucking little kid smile.
He's loving it.
Oh, dude, we're all laughing. And this song is playing as if we're watching Brett Kiesel, the replays running, dude. And it was just, I don't know if it was funny, you had to be there to see it, but man, it was the funniest shit of all time. So every time I see, because it would like cut to the sideline and Charlie Batch is dancing on the sideline while this song is playing, dude. And oh man, it was just, dude, it was the funniest shit. So every time I see Charlie Batch or fucking Brett Kiesel, I think of Shauna featuring Ludacris getting some head. Oh, it was so fucking funny, dude.
Perfect music placement.
Oh, dude, for a defensive lineman, pick 6. It was the absolute greatest, man. Oh, man, yeah. Because I was really thinking he was going to ruin the mood with some fucking hate breed or something. But, dude,
I wouldn't have put it past him at that. He's good for that one.
He came through, man. He came through.
Old number 16, Charlie Batch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought of that, and I was like, man, that was one of probably the funniest Steeler moment I have, because, man, no one was expecting that song. It was just so well timed, man. I'll never forget that.
Fuck. Yeah, dude, he's still around. Just I see him on the broadcasts occasionally.
Yeah, I think he does the preseason shit now. Batch does too. Or Batch does it with Poppy Annie on KDKA there. So he's never gonna leave the Burg, man. He's a hero.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, dude, they started 3-1 that year without Ben, dude. So
he's the whole reason, man. Yeah.
No doubt, he was the Hall of Famer. Well, backup quarterback Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Hardly a solid starter, but
no, he was terrible in Detroit.
He played his role.
Yeah, absolutely. He knew when it was time. Yeah, quick shot Charlie Batch one time, dude. I love that motherfucker.
Damn. Yeah. So what else has been going on, Al? Anything else?
Nah, man.
That's about it.
Yeah. Same shit.
Dude, I'm telling you what, we are today's May 4th. And we are exactly 1 month away today from the due date.
Oh, shit.
The child. Shit's about to get real here soon, I guess.
Yeah. Fucking man. I knew it was June. I didn't know it was June 4th.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, dude. What
do you
up?
remember May 5 Stay Alive when there was that bomb threat at Saltsburg back in the day? We were little kids.
Yeah, I do.
So every time I don't think of Cinco de Mayo. I think of May 5 Stay Alive. I didn't want to say that after you were talking about the due date. I just wanted to say it after you said that.
Yeah. No, we've, but it's been, dude, we're getting down to the wire.
Yeah, dude. Anytime now, man. I come
time.
early as fuck. Me and my sister. I forget how many weeks we come out. We were just too big. There was no more
that
room.
big ass head. Yeah, you didn't have any more room to hang out in there. You're like, fuck this. I'm coming out.
Oh, man, come out with a dome, dude.
But now we've been fucking just hammering out a bunch of shit now. Like
getting the rooms ready.
Yeah, dude. We kind of finished up the nursery for the most part the other day. I fucking putting furniture together and fucking.
You got a rocking chair?
I actually put a swing out outside.
Okay.
Out back recently, but we didn't pull the trigger on a rocking chair yet. I think we're getting something. I just don't know what.
Action.
Yeah, they say that's good. Rock them to sleep, get them out.
Real quick, did you ever go to any more of those, like, I don't know, new expecting parents classes?
No.
Okay.
So
about those.
Yeah, we went to that one, and then kind of after that, it was like, like they cost you money first.
Yeah,
you gotta pay for them.
YouTube that shit, bro.
Right, like all that information's out there. We can do that. So we went to the one. We did sign up for another one, but we're gonna take that one online. It's just like childbirthing class, kind of like weird. I don't know, but we have talked to people where there's like, yeah, we fucking like showed up to one of those, kind of laughed and fucking left. So
I got you.
And also I see the people who do it. Like, fuck, can't be that hard, right? Like,
no shit. Yeah, my God.
I've seen some of these people who pump out 7 or 8, and I'm like, you're pumping out 7 or 8? You got that under control? You sure? Like,
oh my God.
I'm just, you know what? We'll be just fine. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They're not doing any secondary education towards what am I doing with this thing? You know, that's an actual human being, right? Like,
yeah, like this is like you've got to put them on the right path and turn them into decent human beings for later.
Right.
Like for future generations, so we don't have the problem we have now where we have a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, dude, I wish we could bring back fucking survival of the fittest a little bit and just get rid of some of these fucking losers. And honestly, can we stop babying them? Let them fucking die. Some of them, because honestly, we don't need all of them. A few sprinkled in here or there are good, but not all of them.
I get sick of the fucking people that all the benefits and the income-based housing, and then there's no motivation to ever better yourself because you're getting handed everything, and it's just a revolving cycle, dude. And
not only that, and then they just instill that in their children, which is horrendous because it makes them shitty people. Like, you don't think about other people. You don't, consider. They're fucking shitheads, and I know.
Dude, Adam Carolla, who was probably the first podcast I ever listened to. I remember I don't think he hated his mother, but it really upset him that when he was a kid that he'd always be like, Mom, why don't you have a job? She's like, because if I get a job, it's going to mess up our welfare. And he was like, he didn't understand it. But I was like, Jesus Christ. So.
Hard thing to understand as a kid, but, you kind of fucking instill that in them, and then they just expect it for the rest of their life.
Yeah, miss me with that shit, dude. I got too much pride in myself to just sit there and take shit from the government all day. I'd rather struggle a little bit than. Trust me, dude. I've had my fair share of issues with the enforcement down here, so it could set me back. But I worked and I did. No one gave me shit.
Right. There's also, it feels good to do that. Like,
absolutely.
You kind of need that as a human being, I think.
It's motivation, dude. Right. Dude, Why would I wake up in the morning? I didn't want to wake up and work. It was nice as hell when I woke up. Sun was shining, birds chirping. Like, nope. Get in my car and go make cat litter for 12 fucking hours.
Yep.
But I like the paycheck. I like eating good food, and I like.
You buy your fucking steaks. You don't have to fucking eat shitty. Like.
Yeah, I don't got food stamps. I mean, some people need food stamps, but other people know how to play the game. And now you can miss me, man.
And that's it. That's all they do is just fucking use the system to their advantage. And look, a lot of people do it. I mean, fucking millionaires do it to avoid fucking taxes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
They know what they're doing. And you just find those people who will, it's not what the system's made for, but I found the loophole and I'm going to drain the fuck out of it.
Yep.
And it just weighs on everybody else, and then everybody got to pick up the other fucking slack because nobody wants to do anything.
I know, dude. People down here I've seen, selling their food stamps to people for cash, and it's like, man.
Not only that, but there are the people that walk in, buy shit with food stamps, and then buy cartons of cigarettes on top of that with fucking cash. And it's like, oh, wait, you got cash, but yet you got a pocket full of that shit too, huh?
Dude, I talked to my mother on the phone probably 2 or 3 times a week, and I would lose my mind sometimes. And I got to the point where I'm like, dude, I'm just not even going to think of it anymore. I'm not even going to worry. Dude, it used to drive me insane.
Yep. Nah, dude, it's shitty. But that's,
fuck.
I mean, you start thinking about that kind of shit. I mean, especially, fuck, I got to raise a human being here soon. And I'm supposed to teach him how to be decent and kind and, a reasonable human being.
Well, I mean, my mom and dad tried that, and I mean, it don't work all the time.
Yeah. But, some people just aren't cut out that way.
No, I was just like, I knew they were like, what is wrong with this kid when I was growing up? Because they didn't. I quitting jobs, not going to school, and they tried, dude. I can't definitely. I knew what I was doing, and I didn't want to do nothing.
Hey, I'm still kind of that way, dude.
Then you get older, and it's like, yeah, dude, it's time. It's time to grow up, and it'll hit you right in the face.
And some people it takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
But and some people it just never fucking comes around either, which kind of sucks. But fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with them.
That's why I avoid public places a lot, because I hate people like that, and I just don't want to be around them.
I know.
But now,
a lot.
Oh, absolutely. But now you start fucking thinking about that kind of stuff, and you're like, well, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna do it? Kind of thing. And it kind of got me thinking recently, like, I mean, considering the way what I did when I grew up, I mean, it's kind of like, where are you gonna push them? Like, what do you want to try and get them into, kind of thing? And obviously, like, I love to have the fucking little guy pick up a music, like,
right
early on.
Hell yeah.
No need not to. I mean, so we're pushing for that. But like, it got me thinking about other things. I mean, I've talked about it a lot, but I spent a large portion of my youth skateboarding, which was always fun. And it taught me a lot of shit. Honestly, I played basketball. I did the team sport thing, which is good. That'll teach you shit. But I mean, after I was done with that, I kind of transitioned into skateboarding, which is this whole like individual thing. There's no fucking team, dynamic to it. You're on your own. You're inside your own head. You do what you want to do and not worry about anybody else, which is always really cool to me. Fucking, it's a creative thing. Get your fucking mind going. Get you thinking, like, what could I do? Like, what is the possibilities? Because they're essentially endless. But things like that, and I'm like, I'd love to get them into shit like that too. And thinking about that got me into, dude, I gotta tell you how I got into it. I don't think I ever mentioned like how I got into skateboarding. Yeah. Cause it's a pretty decent story. I think it was probably fate, just the way everything happened. And so it started way back, and this is before I can remember when we left elementary school in Saltsburg, you put like a portfolio together throughout the years. Did you do that?
Oh yeah. Okay.
And they ship all that shit with you. Like, you leave 6th grade and they're like, here's your portfolio over the past 6 years. Like, oh, sweet. And then you look back, and you're like, this shit's stupid, and you throw it all out.
Right, yeah.
But one thing I do recall is a first grade paper we had to fill out, and it was like something you like to do. And dude, I'm fucking skateboarding on there. I don't even remember it. Fucking first grade.
Back
Get
in the
out of
day
here.
on the board, bro.
Shit, dude. It was very early, and I was like, So it was instilled in me for a long time. One of my earliest memories is we had a shitty sidewalk, terrible sidewalk, and I was too young to stand up, but I was pushing myself on all fours. And I hit a crack, and when you hit a crack on a skateboard, the skateboard stops, and you keep going. And I am head first, on all fours, pushing like a dog. And dude, stopped and broke the fall with my face on the terrible, terrible concrete.
Oh, a little cobblestone.
Yeah. So that was like probably my first memory. And then we moved, and we had a new. So Turkey Tom's driveway, right?
Oh yeah,
big,
somebody's
long.
knocking on the door.
Somebody ringing the bell.
Oh man, that dude kicks ass.
Yeah,
but
yes, I still every time I hear that song.
Me too.
I mean,
dude.
I'm like, I remember that day.
We were just hanging out, weren't we?
Yep. And he was singing in his backyard, and eventually we said something. And he was just chatting back and forth.
Yeah.
But no, he had a big, nice, long driveway, over 100 yards. I mean,
Turkey Lane. Was that the name of it?
Turkey Drive.
Turkey
not
Drive.
Lane. Turkey Drive. And he kept it nice. So what we used to do when we were younger, the little crew would gather, and we had these like old school skateboards. They were I remember one of them was a Ninja Turtles one.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. I remember seeing it. I never skateboarded or nothing, but I remember seeing a big ass like the 80s style.
Right. So they have the big. It's a wider thing, and it only has like one tail on it. Only one end is like angled up, right? So those were the old school style. And what we used to do is we like luge, right? You remember? You ever seen that on the X Games back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Dude, we did that shit hard. Like we set up courses on his driveway. Like we'd take obstacles, put them up, and like you'd have to slow down and make these turns, and we'd race all day long. Fantastic. Now, after you do that for so long, you get this like apparently I was the only one that got it out of the group, but I got the itch into like I want to stand up on this thing, like get shit going. And
I want to skateboard.
Right. And I remember being up the Narytown Sportsman's Club one day. It was one of the hog roasts, and those things used to be baller.
Oh, dude, I went to a couple when they kind of lost their luster.
Yeah.
But I remember, I don't know if my dad used to go to them or what, but I just remember those always being big deals.
That everybody showed up.
Who threw that? Just the Sportsman's Club, or was it?
That was through the Sportsman's Club. That was those guys did it. I mean, you paid money, but they always had a polka band. They usually had like a different band late, and then like all day food, bocce, fucking dude, anything. Just an all around good time.
Hell yeah.
But I remember being up there for one of those, and there were two kids up there skateboarding that day, and I was blown away. They were like standing on their feet skateboarding. I watched them jump over like fucking pop cans and shit. And I was just like, I got to figure out how to do that. But the problem was they were riding like the newer style boards that had like both ends.
Right.
Had the tails on them.
Yeah, the ollie or nollie, right?
Right.
I know a little bit.
Yeah, see, you know what you're talking about. So they had those, and I was like, fuck, like I need one of those. Because I can't do it properly on the one I have, obviously. And not long after that, it's crazy. Not too long after, like I got that spark to go. The old fucking, and you're gonna love it when I bring this up, but the Saltsburg Carnival came around.
Oh man, my first ever gambling experiences. I just made a status about that the other day. Yeah, dude. I remember being like 8 years old, put my money on the table, like, take it, boy. Also,
and they let you do it.
Oh, dude, they didn't give a shit. I mean, I guess it was going to the fire department supposedly, but dude, real quick, they had a fucking Ferris wheel there that spun you around. It was like
the salt and pepper shaker. Dude, I threw up so hard in that thing with Kyle Davis one time. It was ridiculous. I was sick, dude.
Yeah, but it ruined me forever on rides.
Dude, you
Like,
were
dude,
the
I
guy
don't ride.
everybody's like, ride shut down. Sorry, come back in 20 minutes. And everybody's like, what the fuck? And Al
Yeah.
comes out fucking covered in puke.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot, but I was sick, dude, and I could feel it. And man, like, yeah, missed me with rides, dude. We went to Cedar Point for our senior trip, and I got on one roller coaster, dude, and I was like, I'm cool. I'm going to the arcade.
Dude, biggest bitch ever, man. I
No, I don't
love
play that, man. I don't
shit.
play it. Especially, dude, I guarantee you them rides haven't passed inspection since the late 70s, dude.
Well,
Like,
not at the Saltsburg Carnival,
right,
no.
I
Cedar
know.
Point's a different story, but
Right.
fuck. Yeah.
All right.
So
Back to the carnival. I ain't no bitch. Them things ain't made for people. Go ahead.
No. So Saltsburg Carnival comes around. Oh, dude, I'm gonna split off in so many ways. We're gonna try to keep it all together and keep it fucking. Okay.
I'll try, dude. I'll try.
Okay.
I know it's
I'm
gonna be tough.
gonna keep focused here. Saltsburg Carnival comes around, and we're going this night, and I'm like, yes, let's go. You're getting all pumped up, like I'm gonna go hang around. You're gonna see all your friends from outside of school that you don't see normally.
Man, I'm telling you, I think I was like 7 or 8 when they stopped doing those, man. So I really don't have too many memories from there.
I barely have any. This was towards the end of my elementary school tenure. I do remember that.
Okay.
I want to say I was in like 5th grade.
Okay, that could be about right. I'd be because I'd been like 9. Okay, yeah.
Because now I don't know if these are the same years, but I will tell you a little separate story here. Because I remember specifically pulling into the parking lot one day. The carnival's going on. Now this is, I mean, again, I was young, and this is back when, like, all the kids had like boyfriend, girlfriend, but like, it was just it was stupid. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah.
like,
Nobody was
we'll
going
hold hands on the
dates
bus, and then we'll
yeah.
fucking like. So, at the time, I was, quote unquote, like I had a girlfriend. And well, to be honest with you, at this point, it was Courtney Ryder.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know how we got. Yeah, I don't know how it all happened. It was through a mutual friend, Chris.
Was it like just like an AOL?
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Except it wasn't AOL. It was like handwritten notes.
Okay.
That we passed between the one kid. Like, I dropped a note.
The middleman.
We were in separate grades.
I got you.
And it was like, okay, I'll drop it off to you. You take it to her. He'll bring me one at the end of the day, and then I'll think about it tonight. Write another one, and we'll prep.
That's
one of those. I don't think it lasted long. A week, whatever. But dude, we pull in. We're pulling into the carnival, and this song, it always like put a pit in my stomach for a long time. You remember the band Fastball?
Oh yeah, Out of My Head.
Out of My Head, right?
Yeah.
You know that song, and they also sang The Way, which was a different song. But
I know that. Yeah. That's from Buzz Ballards, dude.
Yeah. I still look those up every
I'm a big Bush fan. That reminds me of that era.
I love Bush.
Yeah.
Oh, you're okay.
Nice try.
It was a joke, Al.
No, I was like, word? All right.
But anyway, we're pulling in, and like the carnival comes into view, and one of the that song is on, and one of the first things I see is her walking on the outskirts of the carnival, holding hands with somebody else.
Oh man, did you like a dog?
Dude, the worst feeling in the world.
Oh man, I know. Oh man, I feel for you, dude.
And that song forever, like, I don't know, it always put that kind of like, like kicked me in the gut for the longest time every time I heard it.
I know exactly what you're talking about, dude.
Music has that power, which is fucking great.
The same, dude. Did you ever hear that song by the Black Eyed Peas? Shit, tonight's gonna be a good night.
Yeah.
That song, dude. Same fucking effect, man.
Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, I'm like, fuck.
One of those things where you just something shitty happened, and you're like, fuck.
Yep. Later on that night, something terrible happened, and I was like, I hate that goddamn song.
Yep. No, I hear you. And so that was a heartbreaker. Now I don't know if this was the same carnival year or different year or what. But that story aside, so I go to the carnival, and it's like, let's go fucking, and we browse around, and you're looking at all the games, prizes you can win, rides you can ride, and whatnot. What I'm gonna eat tonight? I got $5. Like, Definitely
Yeah,
gonna funnel cake.
balling.
Yep. And they had a golf game.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
So it was a little putt game. And so what it was, you got for $1 or whatever, you got three balls. And there were 2 holes, right? So there were 2 golf holes. And then on the outsides and then in between the holes, there were 3 like white bridges, right? So they were like arcs, but they had dips in the top. You know what I mean? So you had the prizes were based on the number of balls that you made. So if you made 1 ball, you got like a small prize, 2 balls, medium prize, 3 balls, big one. The thing with the holes was they were very shallow. Pretty springy a little bit too.
Okay. See, I was sitting here trying to visualize it while you were talking.
Right. So they're shallow holes and they're about the standard size, but you also had to put 3 in the hole. So you would have to put at least 2 in 1 hole. Right. So you could make a combination, but I looked at these bridges, right? And you just had to get it up the incline. The bridges were more about speed, right?
Okay.
You got the speed right. Kind of get it up just enough to fall into the dip and rest in there and not go off the backside.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying? Right. So it's like a rainbow with a dip in the very top of it.
Got you.
And sure enough, I pull up and it's $1. And again, I think we've talked about it before, but I've always enjoyed golf, and it's always been something I've kind of done intermittently through my life. And you look at a thing like that, and you're like, yeah, dude, I could fucking win this.
Yeah, it's child's play, bro.
Dude, big prizes. They got like big teddy bears and shit like that. And motherfucker, right in the center of everything, there is a skateboard.
Oh,
like new style fucking double kick skateboard. And I'm like, oh shit, sold. Done. I'm playing this game until I fucking win.
Real GN, hard.
Yes. I was like, this is it. Gave the fucker $1. Played it once, Al. Played it once. Put 1 fucking ball in every one of the bridges. Each one, sir. Yes,
it's
absolutely.
You see this shit on a movie.
I'm telling you, it's fate. It's fate. Because it was, you know, all those games are fucking rigged. Nobody wins
no doubt
ever. And first one, 1 ball in each one, about shit my fucking pants. And he's like, well, you could win a big prize. What do you want? And I was like, fucking skateboard, dude. I walked around like a fucking G,
shit, bro.
Walked around like a G for the rest of the night, holding that thing in my hand, like, yeah, you bitch, like, just calling all the ladies, like, come on. I know you're getting wet. I know it.
I'd have pulled my pants down and walked through the carnival, dude,
I probably considered it, Al. I probably would have had my little pecker would have been standing straight in the air, dude.
Dude, like, you're holding hands with that dude, you could be holding hands with me and this motherfucking skateboard, girl. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'll fucking ride you home. Tell your mom you don't need one. So that's how I won the first skateboard. Like the first, like.
Was it decent or was it like did the wheels pop off after the first flip?
It was everything I needed. Yep. No, it held up. I used it for a while, to be honest.
Nice. Okay.
I really did. And then from there, it was like I spent hours on the sidewalk during summer. Like, my mom had the fucking shittiest sidewalk, smallest sidewalk out front of her house. But, I mean, it was less than like 2 foot wide. But I spent hours upon hours there. And it was fantastic. So that's like where I originally got the skateboard started. And then, dude, hooked. I mean, in it hard. Spent all my time doing it. Got pretty decent at it and had a lot of fun. But on that note, I do want to tell one of the best skateboarding stories I have.
Oh, dude, real quick. I remember Waylon telling me, he was like, dude, if Tick would have gave 2 fucks about skating and you would have gave 2 fucks about rapping, you both would have been rich as fuck. Waylon always told me that, dude, even before I even talked to you, dude. He always told me that.
I love that shit. It was always I kind of led the pack in Saltsburg, which was fun.
Oh, dude, I always knew you were one of the. I never talked to you. I was like, man, kids.
But I'll tell you honestly, before right, and it wasn't me before that. Like one of my really good friends, growing up, like early on, like that, Craig Johns, who ended up moving away, but we skated together all the fucking time, and he was a lot.
Live in Norrietown?
No, he lived in Saltsburg.
He lived by me, didn't he?
I think his parents actually lived up at Kiski. His
Oh,
dad
that's right.
had something up there, teacher
Yeah.
or something.
Okay.
But no, we skated, and he was a lot better than I was. And the great thing about him being better was it always pushed me and got me better. So then, in turn, we just kept the cycle going. But it was always fun. But one of the top stories, and I love telling this one because I hate this cunt with a passion.
Oh man, dropping the C word, dude.
Yeah,
I have a tough time saying that word. I really gotta be pissed.
Let me see her in public one time. Fucking.
Is she dead?
I hope so. So, I live in Narytown, right? Narytown's a
straight
shithole.
up, stand up, represent, baby.
Don't worry. The problem with it is it's not Saltsburg. It's a lot of country. The roads are shit. You can't. I mean, you got to know somebody that has a concrete driveway. Or I went to the club, which was a semi decent hike, you know.
Right. Yeah, oh yeah, uphill,
mile up the road or something, whatever, and it's uphill the whole way. But the club had so much room. Like they had the paved parking lot, they had the pavilion, they had basketball court, bunch of shit. Dude, I wrecked that place when I was young. I gave zero fucks. I was such a shithead. And look, I really did try to be fairly respectful, but I was like, I'm skating this. I don't care if you guys want to or not. Like, I'm doing it. I remember one time I went up there and they had some fucking table. It was like a waist high table. And I went up there, I took a hammered, took all the legs off, dropped it down on, and it was like a perfect little manual pad. And I was like, oh, this is great. It lasted about a week before I think somebody got pissed off, and dude, they were mad. I mean, I can imagine it, but fuck.
Did they say something to you or your mom or anything?
Probably. I think they probably did, but I never got much trickle down from that kind of stuff. Like, I think they just kind of do what I wanted to do.
Right.
But they never used the fucking thing anyway. So I was like, well, nobody uses this. Let me take the fucking. It's perfect. But no, we were. So I went up there a lot. Anytime it was nice and I could get up there, it was like a good spot just for me to go hang out for a little bit and, you know, do some skate without having to go to like Saltsburg or something.
Okay.
So it is December. And that's a winter in Pennsylvania is skateboarders' worst nightmare. It's a shit.
Dude,
it's a shit show.
Chance, bro.
Yeah, nothing. It's miserable. But this December day happened to be pretty fucking nice. Like I put on a nice fucking thick red hoodie, like dressed up, get myself warm, and it was like, fuck it, hiking up to the club today. I'm getting some skating and it's nice enough. Like, yeah, because it was one of those things at that time in my life where it was more important than fuck being cold, fuck dealing with the weather, fuck the bullshit. I want to do it.
Oh, no doubt, dude. I'm like that with disc golf now. It was like 45 in January. I was like, dude, let's go. Like,
let's make it happen. Yeah, I'm itching. And that was the situation. So I was like, yep. And I fucking got my board, went up there, and I hung out on the basketball court. It's kind of out in the middle of the open.
Okay.
Big open field, basketball court. I actually took the time, some fucking heavy ass benches at times, but like I would move picnic tables by myself, just like, you know, shimmying them around just so I could
get them out there.
Yep. And I took what I needed out there and I started skating, having a good old fucking time, huh? Here comes old cunt rag Streeny up the road.
And now she was, what was she at Saltsburg? Because that's
some kind of teacher's aide. I think she helped like the mentally handicapped, probably because she is. So it was a proper fucking Christ. Yeah. It was a proper person for the job. So she comes up and she did this all the fucking time before and after this incident. She would always walk her little fucking shithead dog up there. And you know what? She did it on fucking purpose. I knew she did. I wasn't stupid. The fucking cunt would wait. She would see me go up the road, and then all of a sudden it'd be time to walk her dog. And it was always up at the club. And she always fucking, like, always around the club, always, like, in view of me. You know what I mean? Like, thinking I'm going to fuck something up. And sure, like I said, I broke some tables and shit, but I never did anything crazy. Like,
Right.
Sure, maybe you came up and your bench had a little bit of wax on it and I fucking skated it. Like, sorry. It's too nice of a bench to sit here unscated. Excuse me.
Right.
But like just such a trying to be some sneaky little fucking ew. I'm getting so I'm getting fired up.
I can tell that I'd heard you this mad a long time.
So she walks up with her
Daniel
stupid
Strong
little
for a
piece
second.
of shit fucking dog, and I'm skating around. I'm just having a good old time, and I ignore her because I don't give a shit. Like, whatever, look at me. And I have my iPod, it's not even an iPod because I don't even think they were out yet. It was an MP3 player. Had some headphones in, just skating, doing my own thing.
Hell yeah.
And, I move over, and I think at one point I was underneath the pavilion, just hitting some different scenery. And I catch out of the corner of my eye, she catches, and I look up, and she's kind of walking towards me. I mean, she's still a good, she's still a little ways out, but she never really got that close. You know what I mean? She always kept her fucking distance. So she's coming close, and I'm like, huh. And I said, fuck it, keep skating, whatever. And then from behind, from the other side of me, her little fucking jerk-off son starts walking up.
Oh, man.
And this guy is in his early to mid-20s at the time, if not older. And, dude...
And how old are you thinking this?
Honestly, I got to be like 15.
Okay.
If that. Like, I got to be 15. I'm mid-teens. I'm not driving yet because I didn't drive up. I walked up. So it's before I had my license. It's got to be like 15.
Okay.
Fuck, maybe 14. Who knows? But young enough. And so he's got a decade on me, right? And he's coming. This motherfucker is dressed up in all orange, dude. And he's coming out of the woods. Ow. It's first day of buck in fucking Western Pennsylvania.
Man, and you do not fuck with that, dude.
Ooh, boy, no, apparently
no way.
You don't.
We get the day of school off for that, dude. It's great. They don't down here.
Right? I'm just hanging out on the basketball court, wide open. Like, and there are guys that like hunt next to the club and shit. Cool, fine, hunt, but like, sorry, like, excuse me, I didn't realize it was first day of hunting, kind of thing.
Right.
But so they kind of, dude, they surround me from each side and come, and at some point he like, and I'm kind of looking like, oh, you guys want something? And I just keep going, and eventually he fucking like, yo, hey. And he asked me to take my earbuds out, and I take them out. And he's like, you know what today is? Monday? I don't know. Dude, and
I would have said the same thing, too, because I would have had no idea other than we were off school for the first day of buck.
I probably did know it, but being a skateboarder, all the old people want to give you shit all the time.
Oh, they hate it.
Absolutely. So you get like this smart ass tone with them because they're just being cunts and they're being miserable. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm having a good time, but fuck you. Stay out of my business. I'll stay out of yours, kind of thing. And they just want to be so miserable and bring you down. Like,
yeah.
So you get that smart ass attitude and you got to give it back to them any way you can. So yeah, Monday. It's the first day of deer. He talks like a fucking jerk.
I don't know this dude, so yeah, I don't.
Yeah, he looks and talks like a jerk off. No, he is. Yeah, he's from that family, so you can imagine.
Right.
So he's not upset, or no, he's not happy. He is upset because I am up there, out in the middle of the open, skateboarding. It's a little bit loud occasionally. Piece of wood smacking around on the ground when you miss something, things like. Whatever. Right. And he is heated and you can see it. And I love this guy because I find it funny. I'm like, okay. But they double team me. They double team. And they are bitching. They're bitching. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's nice out. Like I'm taking advantage of today too. I'm sorry.
You own the atmosphere.
Right, like sorry, but like I know you're upset. Look, I'm right over there in the woods. You're making so much noise and blah blah blah. And I'm like, man, find a different fucking tree stand.
Tough
dude. Like,
shit, bitch. Oh man, that would drive me nuts.
Bitching. And one of his things was, what happens if I shoot you? Like he said that.
man.
And I said, hey, I was like, well, I mean, if you shoot me, you're shooting the wrong way, first of all. Should
Right.
be shooting towards the road, sir. I don't think you're supposed to do that. And B, I got a bright ass fucking red hoodie on. Like, he's bitching about not being able to see me, like, because I don't have orange on. And I'm like, I'm in the wide open with fucking cherry red goddamn sweatshirt on. What are you talking about? So like we kind of fucking. It's a little heated, and he's getting a lot more upset than I am, and I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm cool. I kind of chuckle it off, and he gets very close to me. He gets in my face. Big tough guy, big fucking tough guy, middle 20s, talking to some fucking little kid. Gets in my face, and starts. You know what? You better get your fucking ass out of here. Shit like that. He told me he was going to kick my ass if I didn't leave. And I laughed and I said, you're going to kick my ass? I said, are you sure about that? Like, because I'm just like, bring it on, dude. Touch me, please. Like, just as that little dickhead that, like, you know, I'm a pretty nice guy, but go ahead and push your finger in my fucking face.
Right.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll let you fucking touch me. And then shit'll really go, like, go ahead. And he gets fucking furious, stomps off. He goes. And then her fucking stupid cunt ass is still sitting there firing. Blah, 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 blah. And dude, I skated for about 10 more minutes. The stupid bitch wouldn't leave. She was constantly just sitting there fucking. And then I was upset. So I was just tired of it. I was like, you know, fuck this, fuck them. And I left and I went home. And don't you know it? So I had to walk home. So I cut across the field and I get to Turkey Tom's driveway, right?
Okay.
Right at the top. I can see my house over the fucking hill. That stupid bitch went home, took her stupid little piece of shit dog home, jumped in her car and drove to my fucking house.
Man, I'd be furious, dude.
My mom. I saw it. I never went down. We luge down that hill all the time. I ain't never been down that hill fucking quicker. Dude, I was like pushing. I was like, let me get down there. I got down there. I'm fucking pissed because she's on the sidewalk outside talking to my mom. And I called her a bitch as soon as I got down there.
Oh, man. Hell yeah.
What's this bitch want?
All nonchalant like that, yeah.
And my mom's just trying to diffuse the situation. She doesn't want me out there. Go inside. And I did. And I go inside. And a couple minutes later, my mom comes in. And she gives me what the fucking bitch told her. She gives me that side of the story. Well, okay. Why are you doing this and why are you doing this? And I said, Mom, what the fuck? Like, she's kind of like making it out to be like I'm a bad guy a little bit.
Right.
Until I start going, oh, hold on. Let me tell you what really fucking happened. Let me tell you what happened. And I give her the breakdown. I go, I'm out there skating, whatever. I don't give a shit. I said, they both fucking came up. And I said, her son got in my face and told me he was going to kick my ass. And you saw the switch fucking flip in her? And I was like, yep. No more than 2 minutes. She was back out. She was in her car and she fucking flew up the road. Now, I don't know what the fuck happened up there. And in fact, I do want to ask her. I do.
Yeah, you got to get some background on that.
I got to get some background on this. But she went up there and I don't know what she said. And I know my mom, she don't fucking back down and she ain't scared to rip into you if she needs to.
Right.
I wish I would have did a little bit more research and try to find out what she said, dude, but she went up there and lost it.
Oh, man.
And, I mean, I think that was the last run-in I had with her. Now, she would still come up and, watch the area while I was skateboarding.
Uh-huh.
But never fucking spoke to me again. Never said anything.
That's terrific, dude.
And every time I see that miserable, cunty, stupid fucking look on her face, I really wish I could take a baseball bat and just smash it in. Like, that's how much I hate her.
Does she still live in Norrietown?
Dude, like I said, I hope she's dead. But if she's still living, she's probably still in that same fucking house, still being the same miserable cunt. Honestly, and I hope she listens to this. And if you do, Miss Srini, feel free to come down and knock on my fucking door, and let's have a conversation now.
that our son comes
I'll
on
put you in
to.
a stupid
son.
fucking wheelchair and I'll send you down the fucking intersection and watch you get run over by a bus.
Oh man.
That's what you do.
Oh shit. I'm
Dude,
fucking
fucking
dying.
people are so shit.
But
That fucking cunt. Ew. That
But-
story gets me fired up every time, dude.
and it's funny, dude. Because I don't know if I don't know if you know this one, because I asked Mark about this one, and I don't think he was 100% sure on it. But it was just funny that you were talking about bitch ass school aids at Saltsburg, because I got one too, dude.
Give me a.
But I'm
Which
sure
one is
you're.
it? Which one is it?
Well, hold on, because it.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
All right. Well,
Then you'll figure it out.
Set me up, Al.
All right, now
This
I'm
football-
sure.
Come
Look,
on.
dude, I'm sure you're aware of my critically acclaimed debut mixtape, Death Boro.
Yes, I am.
Oh, dude, if I
You
heard
still
that
have
right
a
now.
copy because I'd like
No.
to hear it, but
Dude, I heard it about 2 years ago, and I was cringing and like visibly red, sitting by myself.
gotta
It's
start,
so
somewhere, brother.
I
mean,
know. It's so bad and corny. But anyway, some background on that. I wrote that. Dude, we had 3 snow days in a row. I was in 8th or 9th grade. I can't remember. And I had one rap out before that. Like, and all my shit, I didn't even, like, it was just corny, like, making jokes about my friends kind of stuff. And then, like, back then is when I was like, well, I live in Saltsburg motherfucking Boro. So I was repping Boro hard. Like, and all my Mitchell, Mark, dude, we were all like, yeah, Boro, like trying to be cool, whatever. And so, but it was one of those snow days, and this is just off the topic for a second, but I was outside on the front of my street, Grand Street, running and sliding in the snow on my shoes. I was waiting for Mark and Mitch to come down because we were going to go down to his dad's and record some shit, whatever. And, dude, I fell hard, man, and busted my head bad. And I'm laying there all like fucked up and all wet by myself. And I was like, shit, I got to go change my clothes. So I'm going to change my pants. And I can't find my fucking cell phone. And I hear, it was the snowplow. I'm like, oh, shit, dude. So Mark and Mitch are on the way down. And I'm like, call my fucking phone, dude. I dropped it and the snowplow went past. And they're like, dude, it's gone. It's gone. So we walked the whole way down to the end of Grand Street calling my phone. Cocksucker sitting there in a pile, lighting up the whole snow pile. Still worked, too.
Still worked.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
they don't make them like they used to, huh?
No, it put it into safe mode. And I remember, it was Uncle Will tip, your phone ever get wet, take a hair dryer, put it on the lowest setting. Dude, worked like a charm. You get her too
I've
hot,
heard the bag of rice. That's what
bag of rice. Not a microwave. I don't know if I've told this on this podcast before, but Mitchell Adams thought that he would. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can't take responsibility because I would have never let something so goddamn stupid happen. But Mitchell tried to dry his phone out in a microwave, ruined the cell phone, ruined the microwave, dude. The only thing that worked on the microwave at his dad's house was the minute plus button. Swear to God. Swear to God. So anyways, dude, we get down there, and dude, I wrote and recorded like 7 songs in 3 days, and you could tell. Also,
just
dude,
forcing them out. Fuck
yeah,
it.
yeah, dude. But they were like, dude, Boro anthem, dude. I just had some corny songs, just trying to be funny, whatever. And Chris Hanses actually has a track on that. Did you know that?
Yeah, you told me about that before.
Yeah, it's called Chris Hanses Special. It was to one, and this is how it all tie in. And it was to One by Metallica, dude. Correct. It was fucking fun, dude. But Chris is our motherfucking dog, dude. He was always hanging out with us and shit. And he loves music. His music knowledge
loves music.
Yeah, way better, greater than you and I's. And dude, we were doing it, and he was down there hanging out with us, and he wanted to do a track, and I was like, dude, do one, man. And it was hilarious. And so like we recorded, and I think we burnt like 15 copies, and we were selling them for $3 a piece at school. And people started bootlegging them, dude. And I was getting pissed. I was like, fuck
bring it over. My mom just got one of those CD burner things.
Yep. And so, goes past, and my mom found out about it, and she listened to it, and she thought it was good. She was like, oh, you're pretty talented, Alex. Like, whatever. Well, someone played it for fucking Bob. And, man, he was pissed. I remember him confronting me about it, dude. And he was like, that's garbage, Alex.
that is garbage. And I was like, what?
I'm surprised you didn't have to wear cardigans and sweater vests to school for the next 2 weeks.
Dude, I want to, you know what? I wish I could go back right now in that same conversation and look at him and be like, you know what, Bob? I bet a lot of dads wish their kids could rap. You better just be fucking humble. But also, the most popular song on that, you know, I think it got 9 out of 10 on Rolling Stone, 4 out of 5 mics on the Source magazine. But
all right.
I made a song about consolidation, dude, because that's when consolidation was real big.
Yes. Yeah,
and I remember my dad was like, you're going to get in trouble for that song. And I was like, Dad, it's 2004. Like, the internet's not like what it is now. I was like, no one's going to listen to that shit, Dad. He's like, he was like, you're dumb. That's garbage, because I was swearing and talking about sex. And he's like, garbage, dude. He was pissed. So, well, anyways, on that consolidation song, dude, there's some heaters on there. I was trying to think of the whole song today, and I can't, because, you know me, dude, I'll forget lyrics to my song that I just wrote. But I do know at one point, because Dan McGregor, Jordy's grandfather, big anti-consolidation guy. And I remember saying, we'll have nothing to do but have a kegger. We need more people like Dan McGregor. And also, Mr. Menser, Dr. Menser, was the superintendent from Blairsville.
Yeah.
And that dude was pro-consolidation. I don't give a shit. And I remember I had a line in that said, we need to censor Dr. Menser. This is the superintendent on the track.
Right.
And so, dude, like 2 weeks go by, I'm walking through the hallway, and I hear Mr. Summerson. And I turn around, and I'm not sure this lady's name, but it was Chris Hans's aide. Okay. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Al, what do you mean you're not sure of this lady's name?
Dude, I didn't know her name. I didn't know it was Mrs. Menser at the time. I didn't, dude. I had no idea.
I thought, okay, sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it was an aide. You only seen her with Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never talked to her. So she's like, I told Mrs. Spatafor you're going to be late for your next class. Why don't you come in my office and have a chat with me? And I'm not putting the 2 and 2 together because I don't know her name.
Okay, is this does she have like redder hair?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
yep. I know who you're
bitch.
talking about.
I'm going to use the C word, but
I'll drop that thing all day for the proper people. Talking about you, Miss Streeny. You cunt.
But
go ahead.
So I'm walking into her office. I'm like, is she going to be mad that we put Chris on the album? Because I'm going to flip out. Because he said some crazy shit on it. He said something about like eating stool samples and stuff. But it was funny, dude. He wrote it in like 10 minutes. And I was like, go ahead, Chris, fucking pump it out. And dude, it's so, I mean, I need to find someone that's got a copy. Anyone that's got a copy of that, hit me up. I'm sure there's one floating out there somewhere, at least an MP3. So anyways, dude, I'm sitting down at her desk and she's not in there yet. And I'm looking at her pictures and I see Dr. Menser and her. I'm like, oh my God, this is Mrs. Menser. This is his wife. I'm like, oh my God. So I sit down and I'm getting nervous, dude. I'm like, fuck. And I'm thinking of my dad. I'm going to get in trouble for that song. I'm like, son of a bitch. So she sits down and just being real condescending. And I'll never forget this. This is exactly how she approached it. She was like, so, Alex, I heard you and your friends made a rap music album. And I'm like, yeah. Like, boys, little crazy kids.
Did you buy it?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, you better not bootleg that shit, bitch. But I was like, yeah, we were bored over the snow days, whatever, just messing around. She was like, oh, yeah, Chris brought it in and we listened to it. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Fucking Chris. You give him a track and then he
didn't know better, dude. Oh, man. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I just, it's really nice that you let Chris get on there. And I was like, yeah, man, boy, we got some pipes on him. I didn't say that because I'm nervous, dude. I'm like, yeah, we hang out with Chris. Chris is a part of the fucking Boro team. Like, he represents, dude. And she was like, well, we listened to the Consolidation song, too. I'm like, oh, my God, here we go.
Yep.
And she was like, I don't know where you got your information from, but my husband, the superintendent, does not support consolidation. And I wanted to be like, bitch, I read the newspaper. Like, I'm pretty sure he does.
I ain't stupid. So I'm getting nervous, dude. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, and she was like, and you know what? I don't either. And, he's aware of this song. I'm like, I'm about to get expelled from school. And I was like, yeah, all right. And she was like, you know what? Someone like you should know better. Should know better to mention people's names in songs if you don't have the correct information.
Dick, I'm fucking sweating, dude. I'm like, God damn, man. And she was like, now, get out of my office, and I hope you have a better day. Dude, I went to class and just sat and stared straight for like 40 minutes, dude. I was
Get out of my office.
dude.
I hope you have a better day.
Yeah, yeah.
And you could have dropped a C-bomb on her right there.
I know.
Al.
I know. I'd be like, look, I'm not even friends with him yet, but Corey Clausen told me to call you a cunt. No, I would have said it off. But, dude, I didn't rap for like a year after that. It messed me up, dude. I just was like, what the fuck? And I come home from school that day, and I tell my dad, I was like, Dad, I got in trouble for that song. And he's like, good for you, Al. I was like, oh, my God. Dude,
Told you.
Yeah. And, man, like, I think, I've talked about it before. I think that was like a turning point in my life because I was like, I was making a rap. I was expressing myself. I was into rap music. And I think it took my dad like a few years to finally come around full circle to like, all right, dude, like he's all right. And like I said, dude, before I did one of my shows at LMF, I was like, Dad, I'm nervous. He was like, Al, just get up there and do your thing, brother. I was like, my man, man. And we dapped it up, and yeah, He
finally came around.
Yeah, dude, he was cool. He was cool with it, man. I remember he'd see me wearing like Jordan headbands in the house, and I was like, oh man, I cringe thinking about that shit. But yeah, dude, I guess that's my only other teacher aide story. But dude, I'm telling you, man, I thought I was gonna be in a lot of trouble. And I remember telling Chris, I was like, Chris, why the hell did you take that down there, man? Come on. I was so pissed, but I couldn't get mad,
Right.
But,
Nah, dude, that's fuck.
Did you know about that shit?
Nah.
No, you didn't even. No, you never knew I was rapping.
I didn't pay much attention. Dude.
Right, that's true. Probably like, who the fuck are these douchebags?
I was pretty disconnected from like the happenings in the actual
right.
school itself.
And 2 out of the 5 are in your wedding. Like, who the fuck are these losers doing this rapping shit, man?
Dude.
But,
man, lot of C-bombs today, huh?
Man, dude, I'm telling you, Tick, I'm trying to think of like, because I can tell when you're upset about, or when you're ready to rant. I can't think of ones off the top. I know a couple Daniel Sprong ones. Definitely, you get started on the Penguins sometimes, and I just gotta be like, I gotta let them get it out. I'm not even gonna interrupt them. I'm letting them get out, and that's how I felt right there. I could hear it in your voice. It gets a little higher, it gets a little louder, and I just know, dude. I was like, yeah,
I was getting off my seat a little bit at times.
Yeah, yeah. No, dude, you gotta let the boy go. You gotta let him go. So yeah.
Hopefully nobody's easily offended, but and if you happen to know Miss Streeter or maybe related, should please share.
Oh man,
fuck. But on that note, we gotta fucking rip. We gotta get some of these segments done this week, sir. Are you ready?
Yeah, dude. Dude, thanks for letting me do the music pick last week. I was
absolutely fantastic choice. Fantastic.
Yeah, I was. ASAP is, man, that shit is the heat.
It's good to get out of your comfort zone occasionally, and
right, dude. And plus, man, also like just even on the topic of music, I've heard a great rap song today or yesterday by Earth Gang. I finally get them. I don't know, they're kind of underground, and so like if you know me, dude, if I hear a song I like, I'll listen to it 3-4 days in a row. So I've just been listening to that song, dude. And you know what else I've been listening to? And I feel bad because I used to talk shit on them all the time, but I cannot stop listening to it, dude.
What?
Ramblin' Gambling Man by the Bob Seger System, dude. That song kicks ass. I've listened to it like 35 times a day. At break at work, I went into the shitter so I could listen to it.
Dude, Bob's not bad. He's not bad.
I don't
Some
know
people
the
hate
words to it yet, but there's one time he said I was 13 throwing dice, and I was like,
yeah,
let me go, dude.
Hit home. Home.
I've actually been like, dude, when I was thinking about what I'm going to do tonight, I was like, when this podcast is done, I'm playing that song as loud as I can, dude. But,
all right. Well, this week, sir, I went to a concert on Wednesday.
Yes,
it was phenomenal. Solo artist, Rhett Miller, lead frontman of the old 97s. We did
very
them
excited to see him, avid disc golfer.
Yeah, dude. He threw his first hole in one like 2 days before the concert, and I was like, what? Like, and I talked to him at the show, and I asked him. He said he's been playing since like '92.
Damn, he's an early bird on it.
Yeah. So he's been around the game for a while, and I mean, he said he doesn't play a whole lot. He actually took like over a decade off in the middle, but he's been playing. Okay. That was his first day. So I asked. He was loving it. But yeah, we went and saw him, and I tell you what, it was in a great setting. It was at the Funhouse, Mr. Smalls. First time I was there, actually. Nice little small venue, great fucking room. And to see, I love watching a solo artist that can get up there with an acoustic guitar and carry a room like that.
Hell yeah.
Dude, just pumped me up. So great to see it. And that kind of inspired my pick this week, because I kind of went for a little bit more of a solo artist kind of guy that, fucking tears. Just him and a guitar is all you need. And this one is actually a guy by the name of Eric Peterson.
Okay.
He is also well known as Mischief Brew.
Okay.
When they kind of like created a band type thing. But a lot of it's all him solo and just recording albums himself. And that's just the name he went by. So a lot of a solo artist. So the album we're talking about is Mischief Brew, Bacchanal, and Philadelphia. This one actually came out in 2016 officially. But what this one is, it is a mix up of two super early like EPs, and one of them was actually like a split album with another guy, right?
Okay.
So there are two like what is it? There's like 11 songs on there. So one of them is like a 5-track album, one of them is a 6-track album, and they're both from early 2000s. And then they just brought them together from those separate and compiled into one full album in 2016.
Okay.
He actually it was really shitty to hear, but it was right after we moved to Annapolis a few years ago. I think it's about 3 years ago now. He actually killed himself, which sucks.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that one, it was one of the first like real big kind of guys that just fucking died, and I was like, fuck, like you really like kind of just you got bummed about. You've heard about. Go ahead.
When old dirty bastard died. Yeah, it's fucked up.
It sucks, dude. And like this guy, I listened to a lot of them in like my fucking teen years and shit. And this is like an acoustic punk. I mean, like anarchy, fuck the system, like kind of that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And it's phenomenal the way the lyrics the guy sings, the things the guy sings about, and just the way he all presents it is just, I mean, it's hit home, and it has stayed with me for over half of my life now. And it still hits home. Like, I still love listening to this shit. I lose it. This is the stuff you get up and you this makes me want to go fucking, I can't say that on air. Cause havoc. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay.
So this one, so this has actually got two sides. Side A's got 6. Side B has 5. I think side A is that's the Philadelphia side of things. That's from one of the earlier things, and then Bacchanal is the backside. Old Time Memory has got to be one of the my all time favorite songs from him. But they're all great. Boycott Me's great, like fucking little fucking protest, like like love the little guy kind of thing. Fuck government kind of shit. Rambler's Ghost, Roll Me Through the Gates of Hell, Anti-Lullaby. Like, all these songs are great. And when you really listen to them, it's a passion that a lot of times the music's just unmatched. You just can't find it a lot of places. Somebody who sings that passionately about something, and it truly comes through in all the music. Like, you hear it and you feel it. And so that show on Wednesday, like, that feeling of just having that guy just fucking rip in front of you, and it's just him and a guitar, got me, listening to this guy this week, and I've just been hammering it hard.
Hell yeah.
And in fact, I revisited one of his songs. I think I'm going to an open mic tomorrow. I think I'm going to try and play one of them tomorrow, which would be super cool. Point Street.
Oh, they got Sunday open mic Donner.
Yeah, they got a Sunday. It's occasionally they do them, once a month, 2 times a month or so, and sometimes they're on Sundays, sometimes they're on like Fridays and shit. But it's nice to have them down there, dude. It really is. It's a great atmosphere. I love that fucking place. It's a little bit different, it's not the Salt, but it's to have live music at Saltsburg, really fucking cool.
Oh no, dude! It's one establishment I've yet to step in. So
well, let's when you come back, let's go sing good old Saltsburg in at
down
there.
Man, you think they would take that as a diss?
I don't give a shit. I'm coming down here.
Did we play that at Spill's Tavern? I think we did.
Or no, we played Hello Boro.
Boro.
I don't know if we played good old Saltsburg.
That was crazy, dude. I was drunk as shit. They're like, "Come on, dude, you got to do it." And I was
dude, we jammed with quite a few guys, and I was like, "Fuck, what is going on?"
Dude, the drummer had a Wu-Tang shirt on it because I told him I loved Wu-Tang more than my mom and dad. He thought it was funny as fuck. I got peer pressured into that bad.
Yeah,
but
that's all right.
That was a good time.
All right, Al, on to you, sir.
All right, dude. The sports, I'm telling you, sorry for everyone who I texted yesterday to bet on the Pirates.
Well, you did send me that message, and I didn't listen. So
I know. I looked at the numbers. I looked at who was throwing. Oakland terrible on the road, lost 6 in a row. Down.
They got spanked.
Yeah, about as bad as you could see a team get beat. It was 1-0 Pirates at the beginning. I said, all right, laid down in my bed because, I had a tough day at work. I had to wake up early. And I constantly just hear the vibration of my phone of 3-1, 5-1, 7-1, 9-1, 14-1.
How high can they go?
Yeah. So I just don't even want to talk about the Pirates right now because they upset me. And So I was actually going to think about telling some story, or just a story now. Maybe when I feel like talking about the Pirates again, I'll talk about them. But I was going to talk about some of my experiences at sporting events because that is my all-time favorite thing in the world is to go to a sporting event. I've been to shit. I couldn't even tell you how many. Always got chaos going on. Even before I started drinking at the things, I began to I would go nuts, dude. Me and Josh, Mark's brother, my man, one of my all-time favorite people. We went. It's been I can't remember what year it was, dude. I know I was out of high school, but we went to go see West Virginia, Oklahoma. Right? It's the first year that West Virginia went to the Big 12. So you're seeing, you don't have the boring Big East schools like Cincinnati and South Florida. Like now you got Texas Tech.
Big names in there.
Yeah. And, dude, we were both broke at the time, but he had such a good deal on these Oklahoma seats that we had to go. We just had to go. And I forget how I got some money to go. So did he. And it was actually Landry Jones was the quarterback at Oklahoma. Their team was awesome. And West Virginia had a little scat back, number 1, Tavon Austin, who plays for I think he's with the Cowboys now. But anyways, we go in there, and it was cool, dude, because, dude, Morgantown kicks ass. But Josh knew a dude that lives right beside the stadium, so we could just park in his driveway and stand in his driveway and drink until it was time to go in the game.
Nice.
So, dude, it's awesome. Done it a couple times. But go into the game, dude, and West Virginia's getting trounced, man. I think at halftime they were down 21 or 27, and we didn't have a lot of money, dude, and you couldn't drink down there at the time. So we were like, fuck it, let's leave. So we leave. We go to a bar called Ales, which is funny, in Uniontown.
All right.
And West Virginia come back and ties it. Tavon Austin sets the record for most all-purpose yards in a game ever in Division I. This is the only game I ever regret leaving early, dude. It still hurts me, man. Oh, I was so pissed. But anyways, dude, we're coming home on the turnpike. We weren't too fucked up. I ended up getting fucked up and forgetting. But we got back to his house, and we were both broke. I think we just drank all the liquor he had left at his house because he had a hell of a liquor collection. But all I had left was a $20 bill. And we get to the toll, dude, and there's no change in this car. This toll is 75 cents, dude, and we can't find anything. We're backing people up.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm like, fuck it, dude, and I give him my 20. So he puts the 20 in, dude, and dude, it's all quarters. I think we were down the rivers. Dude, these quarters are banging out of there, and I'm broke. This is my last $20 bill. I jump out of the car. I'm grabbing all these, dude. I'm like looking at people, putting my hand up, like trying to catch them in my shirt.
Hold on, I put a 20 in. Hold on.
Yeah, dude, like I just hit the jackpot on the turnpike. And so so we get back to his house, get blackout, and I wake up, I got to piss. And I sit up, dude, and I stand up. I was like, what the fuck? I feel like I was sandbagging something. I got 1925 worth of quarters in my pocket, dude. I thought I was like way down. I was like, the fuck? Did they finally hit me? I was like, oh yeah, I had to pay that toll with the $20 bill. But yeah, that's the only game, dude. I still get mad thinking about that.
And they did lose, right?
They did lose, but dude, I think Austin had like almost 600 yards receiving, rushing, and returning, and they came back
just to
and
come
made it
back
a game.
and
Yeah, they made it a game. Oh man, we were kicking ourselves for like we were at the bar watching the game. Like, oh my god, dude, we were there. Like,
Yep.
fuck.
Yeah, dude, I don't leave games early ever anymore. My parents
Dude.
used to do it all the time, and I won't have it.
I'm not usually the volunteer for it, but when the Pirates lost 20-0, I did pull the plug when it was 18-0 in the sixth. I was like,
that's acceptable.
Yeah, dude, it was something else.
I'm not here to watch batting practice. Fuck this.
Got a home run that game off
Did
of
you?
Ricochet. Yeah, and gave it to a little kid. He didn't even say thanks, and I'm still mad at that fucking kid. Someone would have done that to me when I was his age. I'd have passed out.
Yep.
So yeah.
All right, son. Let's hit this. Yeah, we're at 120. Let's hit this fucking. Let's get this new fucking poll out there and.
Hey, you got the results from last week? I haven't looked at it.
Absolutely, I got them up right now, sir.
Thank you.
So we got the bees versus the bear last week. You know what? 96 votes. I like it. That's a solid. I love this one. I loved it.
I'm liking when Mike Hoke said it was a no-brainer because he was allergic to bees. Dude, I was dying.
So the final results, 54% say they can take the bees.
Man,
as opposed to 46 for the bear, which is very close. Man, that's wild.
Between pancakes and waffles, I've been bringing the heat. I like to see it when it's real close to where one vote can swing things.
Right, and I don't know. That's just surprising. Oh, excuse me, surprising results. I mean, I guess a lot of people are allergic to bees.
Yeah, dude, I think I am. I've stepped on like 40 bees in my life, and I get a hell of a fever.
But I was very much of the side that like if I'm going out with a fucking bang kind of thing.
Right. But I kind of get back into the wilderness with this one, and I've seen like little ones like this before, so I tried to throw a spin on it or something.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, I've been visualizing it a lot. I was visualizing it a lot at work today. But would you rather fight one human-sized duck or 20 duck-sized humans?
Oh fuck! Go ahead.
I'm thinking like Big Bird getting in my face, but like not being able to walk.
Like, but here's the thing,
back up, bitch.
The thing about it, the duck can fly, and that scares the shit out.
And he can flap them wings, and that's very intimidating to other people out there in the environment.
And a big bird like that, it's scary to know what they're capable of if they're that big, dude. He could scoop me up in his mouth and just fly up a couple hundred feet and just drop it and just be like, "See you, dude." Like,
I don't know. They got them skinny legs. They don't got a very strong base. But dude, what about them little one? I mean, you think you'd be able to just Pele the shit out of them things.
20 duck-sized humans, huh?
Yeah, which is funny when my homeboy Neil today said, imagine if people were really that small. Oh, dude, we laughed so hard about that. But,
dude,
I mean, could you be able to wipe them all out? I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm going to have to sit. I might not vote till Wednesday.
You probably go start booting some of them, and then, dude, those fuckers could bite you and shit. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, no, they're still, yeah. I mean, if they got to your legs and I mean, you're thinking a
duck size. Look, a duck size isn't like small. Like I'm not stepping on them like ants. Like if I boot them, it's like it's gonna take something out of me a little bit.
Right. It's not like hitting that nice red rubber ball at recess.
No. That's some great alliteration right there.
Thank you.
That was.
I pride myself on some of those. But
that's like, a tough one, dude.
Because when I was visualizing it earlier, I was thinking of the Munchkins from the Wizard of Oz, but it's not even, dude. It's like
they're even smaller than that, dude.
Yeah, because I think I could take 5 Munchkins at one time.
Dude, you know what I think I could do with a duck-sized human? I think I could kick him square in the head and fucking decapitate it.
A duck-sized, dude. I'm going for the leg and trying to just snap the thing in half.
Yeah, dude. If you hit him in the kneecap, they don't stand a chance, and you don't have to hit him that hard there either.
No, but
His
dude, if he gets the wings going,
quick.
it's gonna be loud. It's gonna fuck with your senses, dude. But man, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking. I'm thinking about them munchkins.
I'm not sure way I'm leaning yet either. I'm gonna have to ponder that for a little. I'm excited to see what other people are gonna come up with here.
Me too, because I got some weird fucking friends that are gonna say some stupid shit, and I can't wait.
I'm excited. That's a good one, Al. I'm excited. I guess we'll see the results next week.
Yeah, I will post. Let me know when you post it, because I'm gonna. I might put the poll out when I get to work tomorrow. Usually, there's a lot of activity I've found on Sunday mornings on the Facebook, like 8 or 9 o'clock, dude.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm probably gonna try and get this out tonight, and then you can do that tomorrow morning.
Hey, are you gonna bet on the Sharks tonight? That's my last question.
Yeah, because I had a parlay with Columbus just for odds, and then that's gonna miss because Boston's winning. So
I got San Jose winning by 2 plus 700.
2. Fuck, I hate 2. I might go 1.5. We'll talk about it, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll catch you next week. Episode 17 next week. Huh?
Peace, son. Absolutely.
Later.